How to calculate productivity in an ecosystem. That is a topic which I am going to discuss. What is productivity? Hey, productivity is the rate at which energy or organic material is accumulated as biomass by green plants and other detritus organisms per unit time per unit area. Do you know? Productivity is of two kinds. What are they? Yes, they are primary and secondary. The rate at which biomass is accumulated in green plants through the photosynthetic activity of these is primary productivity. Okay? And secondary productivity, what is it? It is the biomass accumulated by the organisms of the detritus food chain, that is by bacteria, fungi, and other scavengers. Now, primary productivity may be taken as number one, gross primary productivity, and number two, net primary productivity. The total photosynthetic assimilation is called GPP, that is gross primary production. Biomass left after respiratory loss of the organic matter over a given period of time is known as net primary production. Net primary production, that is NPP, is equal to the gross primary production GPP minus the carbon respiration, that is R. So that is NPP equal to GPP minus R. Theoretically, net productivity can be directly calculated by measuring the oxygen production in the light when photosynthesis occurs. Respiration can be calculated by measuring O2 consumption in the dark when photosynthesis does not occur. But what are the practical methods of measuring productivity of an ecosystem? In ecosystem, we normally express productivity rate as kilocalories per square meter per year. There are at least 6 methods for calculating primary productivity. What are they? They are light and dark bottle method. Number 2, a radioactive tracer method. Number 3, chlorophyll concentration method. Number 4, carbon dioxide flux method. Number 5, harvest analysis method. And number 6, and the last, dimension analysis method. Light and dark bottle method is employed to measure primary productivity in a smaller aquatic ecosystem such as a pond. Radioactive tracer method is a useful method to estimate primary productivity in aquatic ecosystems as large as the lakes and oceans. Chlorophyll concentration method employs estimation of the producer plant's productivity or their productive ability. It is done by estimating chlorophyll concentration against light intensity through a water column. Carbon dioxide flux is one of the most useful methods for estimation of primary productivity in terrestrial ecosystems. It helps measuring both gross and net primary productivity. It involves the measurement of the uptake of carbon dioxide in photosynthesis and its release in respiration. Harvest analysis is also called standing crop method. It is also widely used to estimate productivity in terrestrial ecosystems. It is most useful for estimating the production of cultivated crop fields and the fields of annual plants, where production starts from zero at the seedling stage and that becomes maximum at the time of harvest. Dimension analysis is a modified harvest analysis for forest ecosystems. It involves the measurement of the diameter, the girth or height of the plants in terms of their growth. Total weight of both fresh and dry leaves and branches is also determined. The roots may also be taken out and weighted. Biomass of ground litter is also determined. Net annual production of wood, bark, leaves, twigs, roots, and flowers is calculated. All these data are then combined to calculate production of trees and shrubs in a sample unit. The sample unit may be small or very large. So, there are several methods to estimate the productivity of the ecosystem. But, but when you actually go for it in the open, you have to see which method is suitable for your sample or whether you will have to employ more than one methods. When you consider an ecosystem, small or big, you have to treat the whole system as if that is one organism. For example, even empty spaces between the trees of a forest would be considered as parts of the unit. Now look to the histogram, which shows you what type of ecosystem accumulates how much over a year per meter square of the area. Estuaries, swamps, marshes, and rainforests top the list, while high deserts are the bottom of the scale of primary productivity of the earth.